So this is the Arms Room Overachiever edition, I would say, this week, because all of our panelists, I mean, not me, of course, but our two speakers, both PhDs, and that's probably the least accomplished thing that they've done in their lives. Well, I'll get to introducing them in just a little bit. But first, if you're online here with us today, I want you to kind of interact with me a little bit more here. And I want you to put something down in the chat box and let me know one way that you have found to help other people during this time of quarantine, to get outside yourself and outside your house during this time of quarantine, whether that's giving a roll of toilet paper to your neighbor or walking your friend's dog or just calling a friend and that sort of thing. One of the things I've noticed as this has drawn on longer and longer, especially this last week, I've talked to quite a few people, either by phone or even a few that I've seen in person, who have said, man, this last week was really rough for me. I just hit a really rough patch. I got very depressed, and I was just ready to drive my car off a bridge. I think being isolated like this, we don't really, especially as guys, we sort of store up that stress. We don't really understand what it's doing to us until it just all comes down at once. So I want you to write down something that you've had a chance to do. We had a couple from Argentina that were stranded here in our little town in Panama, just a young couple, basically like gypsies, and they were literally going to be out on the street because they just had no money at all. And we brought them in. They've been staying with us for a week, and just this morning we're able to get them a humanitarian flight back to Argentina and get them their tickets and that sort of thing. But man, there's so many needs just everywhere you look. If you still have a paycheck, it's imperative upon you now to really shoulder the load, because so few people actually still have paychecks anymore. So I want to bring in Graham Davis, and you guys go ahead and type your little stories down in the chat box while Graham sings for us. And you can sing at the same time.
I can't text and play at the same time. I'm just going to go ahead and win this game. I saved my dad's life last month, so we'll just stop right there.
Okay, yeah, well, you win.
Gentlemen, I want to encourage us today. Not me. I want the Lord to encourage us today. This is the umpteenth week of our waiting game. And I don't know about you, but I'm not good at waiting for people, and I'm really not good at waiting for the Lord. But I went and did some reading and searching, and I've been seeking him and waiting. And there's, over 40 waiting on the Lord texts. There's so many. There's tons of them. I just want to go ahead and encourage us this morning. So Isaiah 40. Why do you say, O Jacob, and speak, O Israel, my way is hidden from the Lord, and my right hand is disregarded by my God? Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, he increases strength. Even youths shall faint and be weary, and young men fall exhausted. But those who wait for the Lord, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint. We can run and we can walk and we can grow in our strength today. I have found that when my waiting game fails, that I'm having a worshiping problem. When I get overcome with anxiety, I realize a good friend of mine who has ministered in Turkey, he called me out. He said, Graham, how's your worship game? You're too busy spinning on yourself. You're not remembering who placed the stars in the skies. That's what that text is talking about. He has every star named. So we can do the most masculine, the most godly, the most powerful thing right now, and we can call out on God's name. I went out into the coffers and got Everlasting God, one with not too many lyrics that I think is comfortable for many of you. And just like normal latency, you're alone in your room. You don't have to look stoic. You can just press that little red mute button and sing out to God. And I will be the only one with the morning voice this morning. All right. So let's enjoy the Lord.
Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Wait
Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. You are the everlasting God. The everlasting God. Do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles. Amen. Let's sing that again. Strength will rise. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. Our God, oh, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles. We seek you this morning, Lord. Amen. Amen. How about it, brother?
All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Graham. Always appreciate you, brother.